Okay, let's get this workout going. This is gonna be mostly legs. I'm gonna have some abs in here. It's really just gonna be abs in between the legs. So my legs get tired, I'm going to the chair and getting some abs. Chest is sore, lats are sore, so I'm leaving out the upper body today. And I'm really just gonna focus on lower instead, lower and core. All right, so I'm gonna be jumping around a little bit. I might go off camera because I'm gonna be trying to jump, plyometrically. I'll be going up above. So you might not see me and everything, but at least hopefully you'll be able to see my feet. I'm gonna start slow so I can get warmed up. And I'll start with some dynamic stretching today. And then I'll get into the actual modified versions of the movements in the main workout. So I am gonna kind of make sure I'm good and stretched out. I'm good and ready in the warm-up because I'm gonna be jumping around a little bit and going kind of hard on quads, glutes. Yeah, getting them legs going, legs and glutes. And a little bit of core, of course. So I'm just gonna stretch out for a minute or two here. Nothing crazy. I'm going gentle on these stretches. I'll be doing a bit of single leg work, at least in the warm-up. And then as I get more plyometric as the workout goes on, I'll turn that into some double leg work. But really, because I'm not using weights, I'm gonna be trying to go as high as I can on some of this plyometric stuff and as explosive as I can for probably about 8 to 12 reps each exercise. And I'll do about two exercises for both legs and core. At least I may add some as I go on. I'll put a little bit of cardio in there if my muscles really need a break, just to keep the heart rate going. I might put in some jogging, I put in some balance work, because I'll stick with that lower body and core theme. Speaking of that, I'm still warming up, so I'm just gonna go up on 2, down on 1. I learned this from a really good physical therapist, friend of mine, who taught me this one. I really like it. I've been doing it a lot in my warm-ups and my lower body work. So it's amazing, I've been living in Florida working as a personal trainer for about 15 years now. And I love that I can still learn really cool stuff from other experts in the area. It never stops. It's really just a lot of fun. Keeps your body guessing, And there's just so much we can do. I mean, I'm only gonna do a few moves today. I don't even have any equipment to use today. But I'm gonna try to get a good amount of variety. Okay, I'll do one more on this side. All right, so I'll get into some balance work. I'm gonna be doing more explosive version of this later. This is gonna be single leg, toe touch. We could call this a single leg deadlift if we wanted to. We're not really lifting any weight, but it's the same movement pattern. I would do the same thing if I was holding a big weight in each hand. But obviously I'm not doing that today, and I won't be doing that in the warm-up anyway. But same body mechanics. So call it what you like, but I am trying to get my legs warmed up, get my knees ready, get my ankles ready, and then all the muscles all the way up into the hips I got a little bit of heart rate going. And once I get good and warm, I'm gonna go off screen and turn on the AC because it's already getting hot. Okay, we're gonna be doing some jump squats later. So I'll go a bit sumo stance on these, not too wide, but I will be kind of doing some explosive sumo jump squats later. So I'm gonna go on the wider side for this warm up. How are you guys doing today? Did you work out yet? It's my first workout of the day. Not that I don't do many throughout the day. I usually only do one. But lately I've been working out in the afternoon. A lot of body weight stuff. Did some pull-ups and push-ups earlier this week. A lot of push-ups yesterday. Really liked that at the park yesterday. I'm gonna do one more. Let me turn on this AC real quick. Since it is getting hot. We are moving, it is getting hot. All right, so I'm just gonna hold it on this one. Still warming up, so I'm just gonna hold this. I'm gonna be doing a leg extension in the main routine after I'm warmed up. For now, isometric, just holding it. Maybe even we'll get some side planks in here today, who knows? It's always a possibility. But right now, we're gonna do some seated ones. Okay, also gonna be doing some jump lunges today. One of my faves. So, I'll warm up in the same way. Reverse lunges, smooth and controlled. I am not trying to touch the floor, but I'm coming as close as I can without touching. Smooth and slow. And in the main routine, I'll be down here, exploding up, switching the leg in the air, landing on the other foot. I'm really just gonna fire up those leg muscles today. If you have any suggestions for the other ab move you'd like to see me do, feel free to chime in into the chat because I haven't decided yet. I know I'm gonna do two. I know one of them is gonna be a seated leg extension. Not sure what the other one's gonna be yet. I'm gonna have to fill that gap in when I get there. All right, getting there. We are getting there. Okay, I need a bit more heart rate action before I do this. Before I do this main routine, I want to get my heart rate up a little higher. So I'm just going to go for a jog for now. Want to keep it low impact because I'm going to be doing high impact very soon. This is how we get ready. That's how I like to do it, at least. Want to be really ready in my lower body and really just with my heart rate in general, because when I go explosive it takes a lot of oxygen, really gets me out of breath. So I want to make that transition not too much difference between the warm-up. Talk about warm-ups all the time. You're gonna hear me talk about it all the time because it's the most important part of the workout. As many trainers will say, and it certainly is. All right, so I'm gonna go for, a single leg jump, single leg toe touch to plyometric jump on that same leg, alternating. I'll try to do 8 to 12. Core, back to legs, core, back to legs. That's our circuit. We'll fill in the gaps. Like I said, I haven't chosen the second core workout yet, but I'll get there. Maybe someone will chime in, give me some ideas, but we'll fill it in when we get there. For now, let's get that single leg toe touch to plyometric single leg jump. Right there. I'm not going too explosive quite yet, since this is my first real set. And as I go through each round, I'll probably do 2 to 4 rounds. As I go through each round, I'm putting in a little bit more effort each time because I know my body's gonna be able to handle it. I love that transition from just homeostasis, just going, doing nothing, to really intense. It is a gradual process for me. That's how I stay feeling good. Joints feeling good, muscles feeling good, and my energy is great at that point. When I don't go too hard in the beginning and I save that effort for more towards the end, that's my favorite. That's how I really like to do it. And it kind of gives me something to strive for as I'm working. Try to go for everything a little bit harder every time I've returned to each new round. Okay? All right. I'm gonna go for that seated leg extension. This is still gonna be on the slower side. First round. I'm not really too, not gonna be too picky with tempo today. I'm gonna work on the slower side, slower to medium reps. Sorry, slower to medium tempo on my reps. At least for the ab work, you know, for the plyometric stuff, can't really slow it down, right? But for the ones that I can control, the ones that are not plyometric like this one, slow to medium speed. Again, not too picky with tempo today, other than getting the legs going explosively, okay? Right here, move that out of the way, couple breaths. I'm gonna go for the sumo jump squat next. Fix my microphone here. 8 to 12. Not as explosive as possible quite yet, so I can get into that higher intensity range later. But for now, I'll at least leave the floor, get a few jumps in. It's not as hard as I can go. It's about medium effort. I'll go for 10. Okay. While I rest, I'll grab some water. All right. So on the in-between for the legs, now I have my second choice for the core, for the abs. So let's fill in that gap we talked about earlier. Now I got the front of the abs with the seated leg extension. I can do that again, or I can go for the side of the core. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go about 8 to 12 reps on a dynamic side plank in between here. Again, these are not explosive, not for these. We'll save that for the legs. We'll do both sides. Okay. One right after the other. Now I like to stack my feet sometimes, and sometimes I like to bring that top foot on the floor in front of that bottom foot. Either or, that's what I like. Whatever feels most comfortable. And I'll go for 2 more on this side. I may lose count on some of these. That's okay. But more or less, I'm going for between 8 and 12 reps for everything. All right, we have 1, 2, 3 so far. We had, well, let's see, legs, core legs, that was 4 actually. Our 5th is gonna be our 3rd one with the legs. So our 5th move, 3rd move for the legs, because we had abs in between. We're gonna do that jump lunge that we warmed up with, or we modified it on the warm up. But same idea with the reverse lunge. I bring that foot back, drop it down, but now this time I'm gonna go explosive and try to land on with the other leg forward. It's gonna be a little slippery with my socks on. I don't recommend doing this with socks on a slippery floor, but I feel like I have control and I have this chair to catch me if I really need to. And let's try 8 to 12, here we go. Counting that 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Whew. All right, getting good and warmed up. That's 1 round. We had 5 moves. Legs, core, legs, core, legs. That's 5. I'm gonna rest for about a minute or 2 in between. And get some water. You will see me moving around in my rests. I'm never really gonna sit still or stop moving or lie down unless I have to for safety reasons, if I feel lightheaded or something like that, but otherwise I am trying to keep moving. It's like a bit of an active recovery, but just enough that my heart rate is gonna not come all the way down too fast. Again, I like that gradual transition. High heart rate, low heart rate, high heart rate. Not all the time, but in this style of working out, for sure. Okay, so we have our first one again. We're going back to single leg toe touch to plyometric single leg jump. I'm just using my hand to touch, foot, explode off that same leg. Turn a little bit so you can see me. 8 to 12, that's 2. Whew, lost my balance, 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8, I can do a few more, so I'm gonna go for it. 9, 10, 11, I'll go for 12, 12, all right. So, didn't talk about the rest in between. It's gonna be minimal rest in between each move. So we got a minute or 2 of rest between each round, in between each exercise. Since we are doing them in a circuit, I'm just going for minimal rest. So as soon as I feel like I can do the next one in good form, 8 to 12 reps, that's when I go. And that's gonna be very soon, right about now, because I feel like I can handle it, so I'm going for it. All right, so I sit at the very edge. I get a nice lean back, extend out. Again, not being too picky on tempo with the core stuff today, but I am trying to just not go too fast so I can feel that time under tension when the feet are out and get that nice burn in the core. I'll do about 4 more. If I really want to feel it, I might do more reps, or I might even slow it down or hold it if I really feel like I need to feel that burn. And I'm feeling it already. So I'll get 1 more, and that's about it there. 2 down, 3 to go in this circuit. Okay. So, 1, 2, number 3 is gonna be our plyometric sumo jump squat. Feet will be a little wider than regular squat stance, so we can get a little bit of that inner thigh action going. We love to work the inner thigh too, right? You gotta get the whole leg. Okay. All right, let's do it. So 8 to 12, feet on the wider side. I'll go a little bit wider this time. All right, I'm gonna go a little bit more explosive too. Let's do it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna go for 10, 9, 10. That's getting the heart rate up for sure. So I'm gonna need a little bit more rest in between this one and the next. Because the side planks are gonna be decently hard for me too, because I'll be moving on those. Oh, I forgot to start my workout on my watch. Oh well, I still get credit for the steps, right? All right, so I finished with facing behind me before, so I'm gonna start with that side this time. So I'm gonna stack my feet. 1, 2, I'm gonna go for 8 to 12. 9, 10, right in that happy medium spot. Whew. Feeling it for sure. All right, come up on the other side. Not too winded, so I'm gonna go for it. Stacking my feet. Boom. 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 10 on the other side, so I'm gonna go for 10 on this side. 6, 7, move my feet a little bit. 8, 9, 10. Whew. That's getting tough. That is getting tough. All right. We had 1, 2, 3. Wait, where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Our 5th one is going to be that jump lunge again. Hope I'm not covering up the mic today. Let's see. I'm just going to rest a little bit so I can go hard on this jump. Okay. I'm a little thirsty, but I'm gonna wait till I finish the set before I get some water, because I'll have a nice long break after this. All right, bring that foot back again. I'll start with the left foot back. 8 to 12. Here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whew. Lost balance. 10, 11, 12, and we rest. So that's gonna be a minute or 2 rest now. I'll grab some water. It's 2 rounds. Check on my live stream here since we are live. See how this is going. Okay, I think we're okay. Okay. So, we have our 2 rounds. The goal for me today was between 2 and 4 rounds. So I'm gonna get the happy medium. 3 rounds, right in the middle. But I am gonna try to pick up the effort on my last round. I usually do that to make sure I really get the most of it. If I'm finishing, I'm gonna really try my best with the intensity or something, maybe more reps, maybe less rest, maybe change the tempo. But whatever I'm gonna change, I usually make it a little harder at the end. So I can finish strong, you know? Get the most out of it. All right, I'm burping a little bit because I'm going up and down here. So let me digest a little bit, and I'm gonna start again with that single leg toe touch, single leg plow jump, 8 to 12 reps. I'm gonna try to get as close to or get to 12 reps on everything. Like I said, to finish strong on the last round here. So here we go. Balance, and I'm exploding off that same balancing leg. 1, 2. See if I'm in frame. Yep. 3. I'm gonna try for 12. Woo. 4. Almost lost my balance there. That is kind of the point. I do purposely put myself off balance in a lot of my stabilization work and in my plyometric work, because I love to get those intrinsic muscles going, those balancing muscles, stabilizing muscles going. It just makes me feel really strong and stable, even in everyday life. Just when I'm standing around or when I'm carrying anything, you know, I rarely lose my balance because I train my balance. I think this is about 10. So I'll do 11 here and then 12. If I talk, I'll lose count, but who cares? Sometimes you just gotta have fun with it. Okay. 1 down, 4 to go in this circuit. So we have that leg extension coming up. I'm gonna get cozy on my chair, get a nice lean back. Right here, I'll go a little angled so you can see me better here. All right, so I'm gonna give it a nice lean back. I'm gonna kind of scooch my hips up very front of my chair or my bench, extend out as far as I can get my legs straight. Now I am kind of at the very, very edge right now. I could scoot in back a little bit, but because I'm teetering on the very edge, I'm using my hands to make sure I'm not falling off the chair. And that's optional. Sometimes I might keep my hands in the air like that. But as you can see, because of the backrest, I'm really forward. So that might throw me off the chair. So I am using a little assistance, grabbing on when my legs get all the way out so I can get that full extension. I'm gonna do about 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Feels good on the core, okay? It's 2 down. 3 to go in this circuit. So we have 1, 2, 3 is gonna be our sumo squat jump. I'm gonna make this as high as I can get it. Wide again, as explosive as possible. I'm gonna try for 12 reps. Here we go. All right, I got the energy. Let's do it. Feet wide. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Woo. Okay, that definitely takes some energy to do. So I'm gonna rest a little bit longer before I get to the next one. But we got 3 down, 2 to go, and then that's the workout. And then we'll cool down. Feeling good so far. Definitely my energy's higher at the end of the workout here, which is what I want. Want to get energized in a workout, right? So, 3rd and last time on that side plank. Get cozy, sideways, stack my feet. Boom. 2. Try to go for 12 each side. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Whew. All right. That was a full 12 on that side. I do want to do 12 on the other. Keep it even. I need a little bit of rest because it's getting tired. I am doing my best on this third round. Okay. 12 on this side it is. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Not so bad. That side's a little easier for me. Okay, couple breaths, and then I'm gonna finish number 5 with our plyometric jump lunge. I'll go with this angle this time so you can see me at a different angle. Same move. All right, 12 total. I'm gonna get as high as I can. Careful to keep my balance, of course. That's gonna be the first priority. Now, if I do lose my balance or if I feel like it's too much on the jump, I can always turn this into a lunge or a modified lunge or even just a step. Okay, there's many ways to change really everything, okay? But I'm gonna go for the hard way on this one and finish strong. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, getting tough. 2 more. 11, 12. All right. Okay.